We spend our lives engineering a perfect quilt of physical and psychological comfort. Modern existence is a series of warm houses, reliable fuel prices, and constant digital stimulation. However, this successful removal of friction carries a hidden cost. It slowly numbs our vital life force. The 15th gene key, a framework rooted in the ancient I Ching, identifies this stagnant state as its lowest frequency. It is the shadow of dullness. This specific dullness manifests as the stifled imagination, the comfort of the crowd, and a pervasive terror of being wrong. It is a state where repetition and overstimulation replace genuine experience. Richard Rudd, the creator of the Gene Keys, illustrates this through a renovation of his own home. He hired an architect to redesign the house's wooden window frames, making them more elegant and generous to the eye. But he gave the architect a strange instruction: design the windows so they leave a draft. He wanted a hidden notch that would allow him to lock the windows just a tiny bit open, ensuring the air inside would never stagnate. The architect was baffled. Modern society treats drafts like demons, obsessing over sealing every crack with non-breathing plastic. We have become a culture that fears the cold more than we value the breath of a living house. A house needs to breathe to stay alive, and human beings are no different. We require the drafts of discomfort and the sharp edges of hunger to keep from stagnating inside our cozy, lifeless boxes. This feeling of emptiness gives life its edge. When we stop dulling ourselves with trivia and technology, we open the door to the 15th gift: magnetism. True magnetism originates from deep beneath the personality. It's a mysterious, indefinable resonance that makes a person feel like the great mystery of life is swirling around them like silent, hidden flames. Accessing this state requires radical benevolence, an appreciation for all expressions of humanity, even the lowest, most monotonous or mediocre aspects of our nature. Rudd recalls a girlfriend who practiced this radical acceptance in public. She would look at a stranger in a bar, someone who appeared ordinary, perhaps even repressed or angry. She would use her imagination to dream that person into reality, describing their hidden struggles and oddities with such depth that they became lovable. This practice brought the dull human back to life. This ability to find worth in everyone connects to the bodhisattva, the sage who holds back their own enlightenment, choosing to remain and serve humanity. Spiritual magnetism finds its power in this descent, proving that the most profound value lies within the messy, unpolished reality of our shared human condition. When this benevolence fully ripens, it reaches the evolutionary state of fluorescence. Ancient traditions symbolize this state as the mountain in the earth. It describes a grounded divinity that is in perfect harmony with the Schumann resonance, the very breath pattern of our planet. In this state, the fruit of enlightenment falls back to the soil. The most evolved beings often become utterly ordinary, moving with a spontaneity that can appear mad to those still obsessed with spiritual perfection. These sages frequently use human devices and emotions as a form of subterfuge. They may act angry, weak, or flawed to hide their depth from the casual observer. This behavior is a deliberate choice focused on staying human. It prevents the teacher from being placed on an unreachable pedestal, allowing them to remain close to the people they serve. The ultimate modesty is the willingness to allow others to see you as flawed. It is a profound act of love that uses any and all behavior to create illumination. The medieval mystic Hildegard von Bingen lived with this deep connection to the earth and its humanity. She spoke of viriditas, the power of greenness. This is the fecund, healthy life force that emanates from plants when the sun shines through their leaves. Because of this focus on grounded vitality, the gardeners of the world are its holiest figures. They understand the magic of rhythm and the power of staying close to the soil. The path of the 15th gene key is a call to stay close to the earth and close to other humans. It is a warning against the temptation to become too holy or detached from the physical world. Nature reaches out to us through suffering and drafts, screaming for us to awaken to the immensity of life. Step out into the messy, green reality of the world and spread some joy. Every being flowers in the end, provided we have the courage to live with our windows open.